It's week one of the...
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night, and by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week one. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Brandon, you know more about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From midfield now, Haskins. That's taken in by Franklin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Now a give, right side. Daly. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he rifles one incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Haskins will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Daly looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 14-yard line.
Now Haskins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Here's Haskins. Eluding and he's going to go down again. It'll go in the books. Of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 25 yards that time.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion is McKenzie. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They run it here with Oliver. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this one is right through. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Daly found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On third down, Daly. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
That's caught. It's Coleman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for him. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Still going inside the 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now Haskins to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Daly, he'll get this up to about the 44. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Now a 2nd and 6 as they've got it as we resume action. They'll keep it on the ground. Daly. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Play action. Haskins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now it's Haskins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Kennedy. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Daly, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Daly, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Haskins to throw. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he fires one incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now it's Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run. No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. Operating from the gun, Kennedy. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 13 yards out.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 9-play drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Haskins.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium. A big one for the Jets, as they'll have to do battle with the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas. A glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this again?
Infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error.
Still
Stay
second
alert,
down.
don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Kennedy. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Kennedy.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Haskins, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Shedding through the defense. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go again with Oliver. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. He's got daylight. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Miami set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Kennedy. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
The slot man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Kennedy.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. From the gun on 3rd down, Haskins.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Here's a carry for Oliver. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing to start the drive. Haskins. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Daly, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Haskins going to try and run. And a pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down. Back to throw. Haskins.
He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins caught on the slant. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion is McKenzie.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They run. It's Oliver. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Kennedy. He finds his man. Complete. It's Oliver. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Slot man moves right. 2nd and 5. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. On the run, it's Oliver. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Another run on 2nd down. Trying to cover up.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining. Shaw would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get.
They'll use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Oliver. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know it's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility.